Ellie and the Compass of Courage. One rainy afternoon, Ellie was helping her grandmother clean out the attic. As she dusted off an old wooden chest, something inside rattled. Curious, she opened it and found a small, round compass. But there was something strange. The needle didn't point north. It spun, paused, and pointed out the window, straight into the foggy hills. "What are you trying to show me?" Ellie whispered. Her grandmother peeked over. "Oh, that's not an ordinary compass," she said softly. "That's the Compass of Courage. It doesn't show where to go. It shows where you need to go." Ellie's eyes sparkled. She packed her bag, some snacks, her lantern, a notebook, and the mysterious compass. Then she set off. Through the misty valley, Ellie followed the compass to the edge of the misty valley, where low clouds curled around trees like sleeping dragons. The path was unclear, and shadows danced in the fog. She hesitated, but the compass needle glowed faintly, urging her forward. As she walked, she heard a soft sob. Behind a tree sat a tiny creature, a fog fox, shivering and lost. "I can't find my way home," it whimpered. Ellie knelt down. "I don't know the way either, but we can be brave together." She wrapped the fog fox in her scarf and held it close. The compass glowed warmer, and a path appeared in the mist, shimmering like moonlight. Together, they crossed the valley. The Caves of Echoes next. The compass led Ellie to a rocky cliffside. Hidden behind vines was a cave entrance, pulsing with purple light. Inside, the walls echoed her every word. But as she walked deeper, the echoes changed. "Go back," one whispered. "You're not strong enough," said another. "You'll never find the way." Ellie paused. Her hands trembled. Why is it saying that? The fog fox nuzzled her cheek. Then Ellie remembered her notebook. She opened it and wrote, "Courage isn't not being scared. It's going forward even when you are." She stood tall and said aloud, "I am strong enough." Suddenly, the echoes shifted. "You are brave," they now said. "Keep going. You're doing great." A hidden door opened in the stone wall. Ellie stepped through. The floating isles beyond the cave was a sky bridge leading to floating islands, each one glowing with a different color. On the red island, a volcano rumbled. On the blue, waterfalls poured upward. On the gold, a giant tree reached toward the stars. The compass pointed to the golden island. Ellie crossed carefully. When she reached the tree, she saw something carved into its trunk. "To pass, leave behind your biggest fear." Ellie closed her eyes. She thought of failing, of not being enough, of letting others down. Then she opened her bag, took out the first page of her notebook, filled with messy doubts, and gently laid it at the roots. The tree shimmered, and a secret staircase of light appeared. At the top, a glowing stone pedestal. The compass floated from her hands and settled into the pedestal. The sky lit up with thousands of lights. "The gift of courage," a voice echoed through the sky. It was calm and wise. "You faced fear with kindness, doubt with truth, and weakness with hope. That is courage." A small golden flame floated down and rested in Ellie's chest. It didn't burn, it warmed her gently. From now on, Ellie would always carry that flame inside her heart. The islands began to rise even higher, back into the stars, but Ellie was gently lowered back to the ground near her village. Back to the village when Ellie returned, the compass was gone, but her notebook now glowed with golden ink. She had filled it with courage. That night, she sat by the fire and told the story to the fog fox, now curled up beside her like a fluffy pillow. And from that day on, whenever someone felt scared or unsure, Ellie would smile and say, "Courage isn't something you find, it's something you grow." They called her Ellie the Brave Compass.